How's it going, and welcome back everybody. My name is LC, and today we are here with another Marvel Mystic Mayhem video. We have the monthly tier list here. Now this is coming out on September 1st, even though this is an August tier list, so it kind of makes sense. You know, it's these characters that, you know, bleed into the September month, so it's like the best characters as of that month that, you know, again, bleed into the next month. So by the time the next character comes out, whether it be the first week of September or the second week afterwards, you know, we know who to quote-unquote use, I guess. So I won't really be going over everybody because some characters are self-explanatory, and these aren't in specific order. It's just like I just threw them on to, like, you know, whichever row I felt that they're best at. Again, it's not like first to last or last to first kind of thing. They're just kind of there. So there is that. And also I do want to know though, like, if you guys have a differing opinion, then let me know as well, because again, it's just a whole subjective thing here. So to get this started, we're starting off with the S tier list here. Honestly, I think everyone in this row is like a fantastic character to use. I've had pleasures of fun times using them. I think Scarlet Witch for me just like won't really change, like in terms of her going down. Like the only way she goes down somehow is if they make someone better, and I don't see that happening, at least for a while now, right? So I don't think that'll ever change. Same for everybody else, honestly, and they all do like specific things that make them great. Iron Man is very similar to Scarlet Witch, but his attacks do have more intricate things that are a part of it, so it's like kind of different in a way. But so like for instance, Captain America, you know, I think again at first we judged him way too harshly. We were like, what does he do? His defense is blah blah blah, he's mid, yada yada. But we didn't really like truly gauge it properly because A, the game had just technically came out, right? And B, we didn't know what teams he was good on. You know, we didn't really know how well he worked. So it was like, how good is he? Now I can happily say he belongs in S. I don't think he's moving. The way he manipulates mana, gives buffs to his team and everything like that, like, it's perfect the way it is. I think he's a well-deserved S rank hero. Same with all these other characters here. Emma Frost, honestly, underrated. A lot of people use her, don't get me wrong, but I feel like in terms of conversations, I don't really see her in a lot of them, but people do use her. She is a very, 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 very viable character. So now getting to like the Fantastic Four side of things, because they did release was it last month or was it July? I don't remember. I think it was like early July or late July. It was something, I don't know. But yeah, these four in particular, I think Invisible Woman is like the best out of the bunch because of the things that she provides and does for just teams as a whole, not just the Fantastic Four or the Tremendous Three. Like, she just does too much. She, you know, gains a barrier for herself and her teammates. She applies what I think it's a debuff to the enemies that make them go blind, I'm pretty sure, and also she allows your team to do more ultimate damage from using one of her skills, so that's also something that really comes in handy. Again, she just does too much, and of course making your team go invisible off her ultimate too is of course a fantastic thing, right? Pun intended. Well, it's just a perfectly crafted character, truly. Now for the rest of the Fantastic Four, this is where I think people might disagree with me with here, and it's totally okay. I think they all belong on A tier. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but I just think that like they all work better together, of course, obviously. But like when it comes to, like, let's say singularity wise, like Invisible Woman, like, you could stick her up here because she can, you know, help out the best she can, you know what I mean? She does a whole lot of everything, if that makes sense. These guys, while they are good, standalone is kind of like, it's iffy, you know what I mean? It's like they work much better with synergies. With Invisible Woman, is like she's better with or without the synergies, right? So like the Thing, great defensive unit. He's much better when you're able to, you know, buff up his ultimate attack from, you know, Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic. Same thing with Human Torch. Like, his ultimate will do more damage from these two buffing up themselves, right? So like that's inherently good, but then again, it's like by themselves, again, they're not bad, but like not the same viability. Mr. Fantastic, he's Okay, so his ultimate is clutch, because again, boost ultimate damage, great. He also has the dashing, and he also can pull enemies towards it. Fantastic moves. But I think that's just it for him. Like again, he's great with team composition, but like other than that, I don't think I would stick him onto any of my main teams, because I don't really need a character that really does what he does unless like it's needed in like a challenge mode where like, okay, maybe I can use the Fantastic Four for this mode, and you know I can boost up the ultimate damage by a crap ton, right? Or I can boost up Scarlet Witch's damage a crap ton. I can use these two characters and Scarlet Witch, and then boom, you know, ultimate damage out the wazoo. So yeah, that's kind of like my standpoint with Fantastic Four. Like again, they're good, they're fantastic together, but like separately, you can kind of see where like the skill, or I guess the technique of the characters kind of differentiate. Invisible Woman, I say you could stick onto more teams. Again, these guys you can, but like I wouldn't personally do it. Like I haven't really done much with, you know, I think Human Torch I use the least, which is shocking. But like, it's not that he's bad, but like I just don't really feel the need to use him. I already have a good striker character, 2 good striker characters anyway, so like I don't really need to use him. His damage over time is great, but again, I don't need it, right? Now moving on to the Asgardian realm of things. Loki, yeah, his image is white. I'm sorry, it's just I couldn't really clip it in time. He's good. You know what I think? I think the team is incomplete. I don't think Angela's meant to be the last character for that team. Something does not seem right. I don't know what it, like, he's good. Like, he's good. He's not, like, fantastic, or he's not, you know, game-breakingly broken, but he's good. But I do think something else is missing. And I feel like it's Jane Foster. And we actually do have an image of her, kind of. She has a profile picture of her, I think, in the next Battle Pass. So, that might be the next character coming in the game, by the way. So, save her dream gems, I guess. Who knows? But yeah, with Loki, like, his kid is good. Like, it's really freaking good. But it's like the same thing again. It's like I don't know I don't know where I'd bring him other than like, you know, your, what's it called, other than your like wide variety of stages where like a bunch of enemies either like swarm you, or like it's like down to the wire kind of thing. Like I need to apply these damage over time effects. Because other than that, like, I'll bring him gladly. But, like, other than that, though, like, I don't need to necessarily bring him. Him and Thor, though, they go great together. But I do think there's something missing. I do think it's Jane Foster. Like, I feel like that's a missing member of the team. I feel like she's going to be added someday soon. Recently, maybe, I don't know. But I just, like, again, Loki's good. Do I regret summoning for him? Not really. But I don't think you need... you know what the thing is? I think that with certain content, it might have catered more towards him, like with the challenge mode, the super flow challenge. But other than that, nah. Because I'm thinking, I haven't really used Loki in a minute. I've used more of Thor than I have of Loki. And say what you want, like, are you saying Thor's better? I think he's more viable. I think Loki's just more narrow in content. Like, he just has a very like straight line of things he's good at, and that's okay. But with Thor, it's like I can use him in more things, which is okay too. Not every character is going to be, you know, meant for every single piece of content, which makes total sense. So that is why we're moving on to Gambit here, which is a character that I do feel is, of course, well, made for single combat characters or single target characters. But he's also made for a good portion of content this update, or these past few updates. And what I mean by that is like the Mojo Challenge. A lot of them like scream Gambit to me. At least the first couple stages. Now I don't know if that stage 3 is meant for him, because that might be overwhelming. But like a lot of them are just like it just screams like, yeah, use Gambit. Even the what's it called? Even even the giant boss thingamajig, who is it this time? It's Eye of Nightmare. It's the yellow element, and don't get me wrong, the last element was, you know, was blue for dragon armor, which you have to use Loki for. But like this time is for a single target enemy, which you have one of. You use Iron Man, Gambit, and which other yellow element character you want to use, right? You want to use Captain America, you can. It screams for Gambit, you know what I mean? I just feel like there's a lot of content that revolves around him, which isn't a bad thing. I feel like that's kind of how the game is going to progress. Like, whenever these characters come out, there's going to be certain content that revolves around them, and that's okay. As long as it's not RP comic. But in terms of his viability and how good he is, I think he's good. Just good, solid, single target enemy character. And there's like nothing more than that. I don't feel the need to get his highlight. I could, but I feel like I should probably just save for the next character. I want to, but with the like, it took me 65 summons to pull this man, so it's like, why even bother? You know what I mean? But I'm 15 pulls away from getting his highlight, so I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, back to Gambit. He's good. I feel like he is the melee version of Iron Man, in a way, if that makes sense. Just without the whole like repulsive and stuff, but like, he is very, very useful. It just depends again where you're taking your content to and how you're going to, you know, move forward with that content, right? Like with the newest challenge stages, the level 78 ones, the Scarlet Witch and Morgan Le Fay, I feel like fighting Morgan Le Fay with Gambit could be beneficial. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. I'm just going off the fact that he's a single target enemy character, so that might be very, very beneficial to you. Again, I don't know if it's going to work, but honestly, without a doubt though, none of these characters that they've released so far are essentially bad. Like, we're not like excluding like these guys, but I mean like the summonable, like the ones that we've got like after launch, like these guys haven't been bad. They've actually been pretty solid for what I can tell anyway. As for like this month of September, I don't know how the content's going to change that much. I don't know who's coming. I don't know how the landscape of the game is going to change, but I'm sure there's going to be like a next like heavy hitter coming soon. Because thinking about it, like we haven't really got like a good nuke, a good solid nuke, other than like Scarlet Witch and like Iron Man. I mean, Gambit's good too, but like a good like someone like a person who's like so versatile and like, you know, this is the person who I want on my team always, like these two, you know what I mean? I wonder who's that next person's gonna be. Hope it's Wolverine, not gonna lie. And just honorable mentions now. Every character here makes sense. Like, there really need to be. I'm just so sad. This man, maybe he needs a rework. I don't know. It's just not enough. I feel like they tried to make him good, but he's just not. I don't know. Maybe does he suffer from being a controller character, or like, I don't know. He's just, Spider-Man's my beloved favorites, you know, and it's just sad that he's not really good in game. Maybe they'll release another Spider-Man down the line, who knows, and he'll just be much better. But this one is just, he's not that great. He's not that great. The Zero, I feel like everybody here makes sense. Some people like Moon Knight. Me personally, I don't really find him that useful to me. He's just not all that. Black Knight, his revive is good and his attack is great, and his attack is good, but that's about it. That's just about it. Don't get me started with Angela. She just, what does she do? Like, I know what she does. Like I always say, I know what she does, but what does she do? Like, she's not helping me in the greater collective of the game at all. Like, that's why Loki, I also didn't want to buy her uniform. Also because I'm like, I don't even use you. Like, you literally don't matter that much. Like, not in a disrespectful way, but like in the core of the game, who is like, yeah, I'm gonna use Angela. Like, no, unfortunately she's not good. Same with Falcon. Who is using you, bro? No one is. Cool designs, everyone, cool design. But again, who was using you, bro? Honestly, you know what? Before we go, let's move Dream Queen up to here, actually, because honestly, she's like a she's like a Walmart version of Captain America with the mana manipulation and everything. So you know what? We'll move her to 8 tier. But yeah, that basically sums up the video. I am excited and also questioning on how the next few characters are going to release this month. Again, I don't know who they are. I don't know what the abilities are going to look like. Again, totally in the blind. But I do hope that there is someone to kind of shake the meta in a way. Like, maybe not as extensive. I think Invisible Woman impacted the meta a good portion, because I do see her on a lot of teams and a lot of like boss missions. She's very prominent, but I kind of want to see someone that's like, yes, like this is the person that you should stick on a lot of your teams, kind of thing. I want them to be like, you know, this is my go-to. Like Scarlet Witch is for me, like she is like 9 times out of 10 she will be on my team, just straight up. I'm not afraid to admit that. I kind of want someone to be like that, maybe for a different class though. Not defensive, because I think Captain America is kind of like that already. It could be though, but not me personally now. But like controller, controller definitely ranged. I feel like ranged. Actually, no, wait, not ranged, because Scarlet Witch was saying fighter. I think needs that. Don't get me wrong, Thor is great. He's fantastic. But I feel like that's a one fighter character, Wolverine, that that can just like shake things up truly. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and do it for this tier list video. Let me know your opinions about this tier list and where you guys would rank the characters in the comment section below. With that being said, my name is LC. Have an amazing day. God bless, and I'll catch you all in the next Marvel Mystic Mayhem video.